Hello, good afternoon people. Here again with another video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the Healtech versus Annitori Quickshifter for my CBR1000RR. And I feel like I could talk about both because I have owned both systems, and this is not like an in-depth review of either system, just my experience with both. First off the bat, the Healtech is a little more expensive, but it is a little bit simpler to install. So if you're looking for a little bit simpler installation quick shifter, maybe that's the one you want to go with. Annatori is a little bit more involved, and the only reason why it is a little more involved is because you do have to replace your shift linkage. So that's why when you go on a website, obviously ask you what bike you own, and based on what bike you own, it gives you like a size in millimeters. Mine was 115 millimeter long, just about 4.5 inches long, because you got to account for the space that the sensor takes up. With the Healtech, you don't need to do any of that. It literally is like a little round sensor with an open hole, and it bolts right on top of the shifter linkage. So you don't have to disconnect anything. Just take that little 10 or 8 millimeter bolt out, put it on top of there, connect it, and that's pretty much what the Healtech does. But all in all, they both set up the same way. They connect to the core packs, the top of the core packs, and they come with a module, and then that module, the sensor connects to that module, and you already know the rest. When you hit the shifter up, it communicates to the module cuts timing, you're able to shift. So here's where the Healtech shines, in my opinion. The Healtech, the app, looks way better, in my opinion. But that being said, a lot of the functionalities on the app, the average person is not going to use. The only thing that I found that I was using, or that I even touched after I used the setup wizard to set it up and do all that, was the sensor threshold. And I also changed the RPM. So with the Healtech, you could adjust when the quick shifter actually starts working. So I had mine set at 2500 RPM. Out the box, it comes at 3000 RPM. Okay, so anything below 3000 RPM, it's not going to shift. As soon as it gets above 3000 or whatever you set that RPM at, it will activate. So if you set it at 5000 RPM, which I don't know why you would do that, it isn't going to shift until you get above 5000 RPM. Same thing with the upper RPM. My bike redlines at 12,000, so I had mine set to 11 or 11.5 or something like that. So after 11.5, it's not going to quick shift, because I don't spin my bike up that high anyways. You really don't need to. So 1,000, you don't need to spin it up that high, especially around where I live at in the DMV area. There's not a lot of room to spin up your bike a 1,000 that much. I think I've had my bike up to 11,000 maybe twice, because there's no room. So yeah, so with the Annatori, the app it's more basic. It's like literally two things you could adjust, or not two, but you can adjust the pull and the push. Because if you have it in GP shift, that's, and you're pushing it down to shift, then you could adjust that and adjust the sensor threshold, of course. The Annatori mainly focused on making sure that the app you're gonna use, they put in the app what they feel people are gonna really use, which is
spirited riding pace. It's performing perfect. You know, going through the gears nice. Everything is smooth. Ooh, ooh. This light always catch me anytime I come on this road. Almost every time I come here, this light catches me. I don't understand. Traffic over here, so you can't really do too much, you know. Traffic, but you get the idea. You see how smooth it shifts, and this is day 2 and it still works, unlike my Healtech. On the second day it stopped working.